Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on USL Championship. We'll take you backward before we go forward. And once again, reminder, anything that may happen in the Southeast involving teams in USL Championship, follow along on social media to make sure that matchups are, in fact, going to happen because of weather. One is staring right out at you with activity at Al Lang. So if you are a fan of Hartford Athletic, a fan of USL Championship, or a fan of Tampa Bay Rowdies, continue to follow along on social media. Match scheduled for 7:30 on Saturday night. Let's go back in the week that was to get you ready for the week that will be. We'll go back to the 21st and run down all the final scores and get you ready for the matches of the week. Starting off at Trinity Health, Hartford Athletic, 2-0 winners over Oakland Roots, and that gets us to match number 1. Speaking of Tampa Bay, they went to Patriots Point to take on the Charleston Battery. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
There is the whistle, and we are underway tonight between the Tampa Bay Rowdies and the Charleston Battery. Chapman trying to move it out wide. It's Juan David Torres all by himself. Torres trying to go for the cheeky chip and over the bar. Here, this is rolled forward. The return ball, it's Markanek. Every time Markanek gets on the ball around the 18-yard box, thinking about the record he could break tonight. It's moved out wide and now cut back. Chipped up back post. Torres scores! Juan David Torres opens the scoring 5 minutes in. 1-0 Battery.
The Battery needed a response. After a poor loss last week, they wanted to be able to come out in the first 5 minutes and be the aggressors. And they get their reward. Keep an eye on David Torres as his second ball is picked up. Because the Rowdies are playing with 3 in the back, when David Torres pulls off,
they are out for the season for their respective sides. Here's Nate Worth now for Tampa Bay. Net by Segbers. Can connect with Cal Jennings. This deflects forward. Jennings is onto it, and he fires the shot well wide. He went for all power there.
highly recommend Charleston and Patriots Point as a place that you must go.
Chris Allen wins it back. Allen striding forward, sending it ahead for MD Myers, kick save. Jordan Farr making himself big at that near post. Chested there in the corner, Segbers looking to get it out. Lewis Hilton picks it up, he can hit from distance! Big save from Gwynwis. Arteaga picks it up again, rolling it into the middle, it's cleared away.
Influential center midfielder.
Ben Pierman called Aaron Malloy one of the best players, if not the best player in the USL Championship as it's turned over and moved out wide. Rivera coming forward. Rivera cutting it in. Rivera, saved by Gwynwis. A couple of big stops now by Gwynwis, and Rivera knows that was a golden chance.
Oh.
Myers, Markanek awaiting in the middle. Rodriguez staying with it. Cut back for Torres. Torres the low cross in. Markanek saved!
Oh my goodness. Be able to get the ball collected and be able to run at the outside backs of Tampa Bay.
Battery win it back immediately off of the throw-in. Charleston with just 3 losses in their last 14. They're in some good form right now. It comes into the middle! Markanek for history! Nick Markanek has made his mark! The single-season goal-scoring record in the USL Championship!
And just look what it means to Nick Markanek. A player that's been unstoppable all season. And the way he takes this goal is indicative of how he's been scoring. Astute movement. MD Myers wins the battle physically. But Manjoma, as he tries to clear it, puts it right into the path. Now Markanek.
Right now, that aggregate score is exactly even at 4-4. A little bit more of the play for than just the 3 points in the second half. How about another shot from outside the area? And it was Marcanic looking to add to his record. Again, serves it in. Leland Archer, the header away. As far as Lewis Hilton. And over the bar, no deflection on it. Goal kick tonight. Arturo Rodriguez delivers back post. Farr came to claim it, and now he makes another save on the shot from Dos Santos.
You play a teammate under pressure, and he comes back to you, you're under pressure. Now all of a sudden, Tampa Bay go from a free kick in their opposing half to all the way back to their goalkeeper and putting themselves under pressure again to lose the ball.
They do lose it again. MD Myers. Myers tries to square it. It's Marcanic. Marcanic scores! It's the Nick Marcanic Show! A record-breaking night and a brace on top. 3-0.
This goal is indicative of how the Battery have operated all season. They work together to win the ball back. And then from there, MD Myers, the unsung hero up top, does ever so well to be able to find Nick Marcanic. Everything he touches turns to gold. For the 27th time this season, Marcanic just gives himself a little bit of room, confidently strikes it to the far post, low and hard, goes between the legs of the defender as he reaches. And it's all smiles. Just heard Ben Pierman give a shout. Tampa's playing in a 3-5-2 now.
Dos Santos trying to turn the corner, gets the cross away. MD Myers saved. Quick strike, now it's Torres wide. Here's Joshua Perez. The delivery coming in. Nodded forward by Doherty, and now Cal Jennings with the outside of his foot, but taken by Grinwis. Charleston has been efficient with their opportunities, held on to 16% of the ball as well. Sadie loves to run at defenders. He'll do that here. Prince Sadie with the curling effort just wide. Had eyes for that far post.
Could be a big reason the Battery have hopes to be able to make a deep run in the playoffs this season.
It's played out wide for Aaron Guillen. Stays in play. Grinwis decided to stay on his line. Played out to midfield. Malloy also back-to-back USL Championship first-team performances over the last 2 seasons. Perez lasers this in, and it's 1 goal back for Tampa Bay. Freddie Kleeman on the board for the Rowdies. His first goal of the season. It's 3-1.
Center back or center forward? On a night when nothing is going well for the attacking players, leave it to a center back to score a spectacular goal. His momentum is going away, so watch how he's able to get his hips around. The pace comes from the cross.
The back heel to spring Prince Sadie forward. Jackson Conway. There's also Nick Marcanic, but Sadie took it himself.
Oh, you can't look off Marcanic.
This again. And that is full time. 3 goals and 3 points for the Charleston Battery as they...
So history for Nick Marcanic. We'll get into that as the show rolls on. North Carolina FC. How about North Carolina FC? 2-0 winners over Indy 11 at Wake Med. Also Rhode Island FC continuing their winning ways, taking the draws, turning them into wins. Still north of the playoff bar. We'll get into standings coming up in just a little bit. 2-1 win at Bern over FC Tulsa. El Paso and Colorado Springs at Southwest University Park, a 1-1 draw. Goalless draw Monterey Bay and Orange County at Cardinal. And that gets us to our second match of the week. Out west, Vegas Lights at Cashman, hosting Sacramento Republic. Here's your highlights, once again, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
There's the whistle, and we are underway tonight from Cashman Field in Las Vegas. It's the Las Vegas Lights. Loaded upfield again, and it runs out of play. One thing Las Vegas has gotten used to this year is playing in close games. Their last 8 games and 21 of their 28 overall this year have been played within a 1-goal margin or a draw. They have really grinded out some results this year. And they're right there in the thick of the playoff race, looking to make the playoffs for the first time, as this is slipped in behind. Phillips in on goal. Rico Rosarena the save, and Phillips the follow. Kieran Phillips opens the scoring for Sacramento Republic. He stayed with it.
And he opts for Phillips. And within 9 minutes, the forward makes the coach look like a genius. The weight on this pass from Cicerone is inch perfect. Rosarena cannot really enjoy his game. He needs to get on the ball, and so he draws Felipe towards him. That's the center midfielder. If anything, that little passing is just causing the defender 2 or 3 extra sprints.
Comes in for Bennett! Corey Bennett, his 12th goal this season, and an equalizer for the Lights.
This will show you after some slow-moving passes, they kick it up to a 12 real quick, and this is an inch-perfect cross. That is such a good ball. It goes over Jared Timmer, who's the center back in the middle. That means Lee Desmond needs to be over closer to apply some pressure, but that's the difference Corey Bennett can make, finding those pockets of space. And then from there, he times that leap where he's able to meet it at its apex, and he's able.
Vitiello sends it long downfields into the final minute, plus stoppage time in the first half. Second ball picked up, shot comes on, and saved by Rosarena. Oh, Smart leaves his defender in the dust. Smart coming forward, it's Corey Bennett, and it's wide. A kiss off the post, and a goal kick coming.
Inches away, just gonna have their time on the ball to try to be able to build up. And right now for Sacramento, they're content, but they certainly won't be happy with this. You can defend well, but you've got to be able to get on the ball and be able to start to create some opportunities and even get some rest and a reprieve from all this defending.
No shot so far in the second half for Sacramento. Here's Asante wide. Smart now, Asante. Ngando just over the bar, onto the roof of the net. Seen Ngando score from outside the area this year, and now a substitution coming. This may be more just man management because of the busy week than anything. But Jack Gurr replaced, plays 3/4 of this game. It's Harvey Neville, who just came in on loan from Portland.
Nike swoosh on it though, so
okay,
they made
good.
it official.
Brand official. Corner kick taken short, and then Pinzone's cross dealt with. Cicerone trying to run away, but more black shirts converging, and the Lights win it back. They're not letting Sacramento breathe right now. Pinzone. Chance to hit from distance. It was a heavy first touch. Noel couldn't get the shot away. Smart for Asante. On the turn, Sean Smart. Smart lays it up, Pinzone scores! Two unanswered goals for the Las Vegas Lights. It's 2-1.
This initial one. And what happens is he gets rolled by Sean Smart. Good job of establishing the position in between the ball and Desmond. And then he cuts across. So now he's inside of the box. He's the wrong side of Desmond. His head's up, he sees Pinzone. There's still a lot of work to do because Akebu is coming over to close down, but Pinzone leans forward, gets his body shape correct, and does enough to get it beyond.
Usman Jabang, and now Joe Zhao, those fresh legs. Zhao goes down. What color will this card be? It is going to be red for Chibi Ukebu. Sacramento down a goal and now down to 10.
Bad to worse right now for the Sacramento Republic, and this is a agonizing turn of events. He is the last man. Ukebu gets his hips turned around the wrong way. Joe Zhao takes a really, really smart touch to get in front of him. This is a big
5-man wall in front of Solomon Asante. Asante tried to go around the wall, and it's an easy catch for Vitiello. So you add in all the variables now for Sacramento. Down a goal, down a man, and they've barely had any of the game in the second half.
This game has been more about Las Vegas being good than it's been about Sacramento being bad in the second half.
Well, right away, come to the USL Championship. Smart's been a regular contributor all year long, and so is Pop Marboy over at Phoenix.
It may sound nice to go play in Major League Soccer for sure and get drafted and all that. It's great for your ego. But if you're not playing games, what does that really do for your development?
Here's Asante. Solomon Asante saved. Batted in the middle and taken by Vitiello. He's been goal dangerous all night long, Asante, and nothing has found the back of the net yet, tonight or this season. Asante, though, does have 3 assists to his name this season. Asante for Ngando. Joe Zhao. Zhao gets end line. Somehow got that cross away. And Luis Felipe heads it away. Smart. Sean Smart saved. He scored from outside the area this year. He has 2 goals to his name.
Sean Smart making a big case for a man of the match type performance with his involvement.
Well, they want to keep it. There was some contact, but no whistle, and play on. Ngando went down. Now it's one back in the middle. Joe Hafferty moves it out wide. It's Valentin Noel. It's saved. Hafferty again for Noel. Now Jabang laying it off. Sean Smart on target, and another save for Vitiello. The delivery, it was too tall for Vitiello, and he almost got there. Remember earlier this year, week 1. And that is full time. These lights continue to shine bright. A 2-1 win over Sacramento Republic, and Las Vegas sweeps the season series.
Big win for USL Championships and the Vegas Lights. Vegas Lights doing really well when they've invested the way that they have so far this season in the club, and you're seeing the results on the field in Las Vegas. Big win over Sacramento, north of them in the table. Phoenix at the corner of 38th and Washington, 4-0 winners over San Antonio FC. Sunday activity on other networks other than the Plus. Detroit City got the big win over Loose City, by the way. Reports involving Danny Cruz and Loose City. We'll get into that coming up on the other side. Get you ready for the previews. Detroit City 2-1 winner at Keyworth, and Hamtramck over the visitors. New Mexico United at the Lab, 1-0 winners over Loudoun United. Same score, Birmingham Legion over the Miami FC. Not a Miami FC, but the Miami FC. Orange County in the midweek, 2-0 winners over Phoenix Rising in Irvine, California. So that sets up your standings. Well, the month to go in the regular season. Prinks Performance Standings presented by our friends at Prinks Tires. Eastern Conference, once again, 1-2. Louisville, 2 matches in hand, have a 3-point lead over Charleston. Both are in the postseason, 62 points to 59. Then you have Chase Group number 1, Tampa Bay at 46 points, Detroit City at 45. Then the real Chase Group. Birmingham Legion 5th at 41 points. They've won 2 of 3. Indy 11 had a 3-match unbeaten string snapped last time out, and they're at 40 points. Match in hand over Rhode Island, who have 9 wins, 7 losses, and 13 draws on the year, but both are at 40 points. Loudoun United right now, because of tiebreakers, they are in the 8th slot at 37 points, 10 wins, match in hand against Hartford Athletic. They have the tiebreakers right now in a goal difference of +7, even though they've lost 3 of 4. Below the playoff bar currently, it's Hartford at 10 wins, 29 points. They are unbeaten in their last 5. As a matter of fact, unbeaten in their last 7, according to Kaylor Hodges in the USL show. North Carolina FC at 36 points. They've won 2 of 3. Pittsburgh Riverhounds had a 4-match unbeaten string snapped last time out. They're at 35 points. So basically you have 4 teams, 2 points, 1 playoff spot right now in the East. The Miami FC, 29 matches played, a record of 324-2, a goal difference of -42, and 11 points on the season. They have lost 4 of 5 and 3 in a row. Western Conference, one team is in the postseason. That's New Mexico United, 12 points clear of everybody else. They've won 3 of 4. They're at 57 points. Switchbacks unbeaten in 5. They're now at 45 points. And here's Chase Group number 1. Sacramento has lost 3 of 4. They do have a match in hand, however, and they're at 44 points. Memphis 901 right now in that 4th slot, the last home match in the opening round of the postseason. They're at 43 points. Stephen Glass has hit each column once in their last 3. They've got one more win than Vegas Lights. Vegas Lights unbeaten in 5, 43 points, 11 wins, 29 matches played. Oakland Roots, they're at 40 points. They've lost 3 in a row. They'll take over at the Oakland Coliseum in 2025 as the Oakland A's are now heading to Sacramento. Phoenix Rising at 36 points. They've lost 2 of 3. Orange County unbeaten in their last 3. They're at 35 points, and that's your playoff bar. FC Tulsa, 31 points. They've got to make up 4. They have lost 4 of 5. They have 1 point in their last 5 matches. San Antonio FC out on the tiebreaker right now between the two. They're at 31 points, 8 wins, 28 matches. They're in 10th. Monterey Bay at 30 points. They only have 3 points in their last 5 matches. And El Paso Locomotive turning into, according to Kaler, turning into basically RGV Toros version 2.0. In El Paso, 5-16-7, 28 matches, and 22 points. So that sets up your conference standings in USL Championship. So what about the news and notes and all the things that you could have voted for and signing up for the weekly newsletter at uslchampionship.com? You can do exactly that. You can do all of those things, and you can keep up to date with everything going on in the second division. We're going to go to the viewing guide, let you know what's going on involving all the activity. And what we do here is we take you through League One, and we take you into the Jägermeister Cup Final and USL Championship. We'll run through it all for you here on all of the networks. USL Championship, Saturday on ESPN+, El Paso, North Carolina, Indy 11, the Miami FC, Pittsburgh and Birmingham, Lou City and Memphis 901, Tampa Bay and Hartford Athletic. 8 o'clock, the front end of the Saturday doubleheader on Golasso Network, Colorado Springs and Loudoun United. Back on the plus, San Antonio and Rhode Island FC, Monterey Bay, Detroit City. Back into the doubleheader on Golasso, it is Phoenix and Vegas Lights from 38th and Washington. Sunday, it is on Golasso Network, Oakland and FC Tulsa, Sacramento Republic, and New Mexico United. They are on the Deuce. Jägermeister Cup Final in League One, Northern Colorado Hailstorm and Forward Madison. That is also on ESPN+. So that's the news to get you ready for the weekend. Looking at Goal of the Week, Save of the Week, and you can vote on those. And don't forget also, look at the social medias and follow the USL Championship however you prefer to do so, either on Instagram, Facebook, or on the 280-character app at the USL Championship. Sacramento Republic has agreed on new contracts with Nick Ross and Lee Desmond. And Sierra Leone International Emmanuel Samadia has agreed to a contract extension with Hartford Athletic. Team of the Week for Week 29. We'll get into power rankings and Golden Save of the Week as we go here. Team of the Week in Week 29, no surprise. Record-setting brace for Marcanic in the game against Tampa Bay. So Marcanic gets to be the Player of the Week presented by our friends at Konami eFootball for Week 29. Also on the board, it is in-net Chris Shakes for New Mexico United, making only his second league appearance, 4-save shutout against Loudoun. Goals prevented mark of -1.18. Backline, Carlos Guzman of Monterey Bay, Pape Mar Boye from Phoenix Rising, Sean Tosh from Lou City, your backline of 3. Midfield, Sean Smart of Vegas, Charlie Dennis from Phoenix, Maxi Rodriguez, Detroit City, Chris Allen from the Battery. That's your midfield 4. Greg Hurst, Nick Marcanic, Noah Fuson, New Mexico United, Charleston, Rhode Island, respectively. Eric Quill from New Mexico United with a team that got a 6-point week. Coach of the Week for Week 29. Your bench, Colin Schutler from Orange County, Abdi Muhammad from New Mexico, Marcus Nakim from Orange County, Makweli Akale from New Mexico, Jose Quijera from Rhode Island, Colin Martin from North Carolina FC, and Darius Formella from Phoenix Rising. That's your Team of the Week for Week 29, presented by our friends at Konami eFootball. Power Rankings presented by our friends at Pranks Tires. And remember, these are power rankings. It's power rankings put forth by USLChampionship.com. It's not a ranking system per se. It's just power rankings. New Mexico up 4-1. Battery up 2-2, which means Switchbacks drop down from 3. Lou City drop down to number 4. Vegas Lights up to 5. And I know you're looking at 11, 8, and 10, and you're going, why are they at 5? They'd taken one season sweep. They got 3 after their comeback win against Sacramento that you heard earlier on in the show. Detroit City up 7 to number 6. Memphis 901 stays at 7. Sacramento Republic down 5-8. Rhode Island up 3-9. North Carolina FC up 5-10. Loudoun down to 11. Phoenix Rising at 9-9-9, up 6 to number 12. Hartford Athletic up 3-13, which means Tampa Bay drops to 14. Pittsburgh drops to 15. Birmingham up 1-16, which means Indy 11 drop 6 from 11 to 17. Orange County up 2-18, which means San Antonio drops 5-19. Roots down 1-20. Tulsa stays at 21. Monterey Bay up 2-22. El Paso down 1-23, and the Miami FC at 3-24-2 to get the first road shutout of the season. Kadim Njai and got burned by Darwin Mateus, and you're 3-24-2 down 1 to number 24. That's your power rankings presented by our friends at Prinks Tires, and the power performance rankings are always going to be there for your high performance tires and your friends at Prinks. Championship Save of the Week and Goal of the Week, you can vote on those from Monday through Thursday and Tuesday through Friday at noon. Then the results are posted at uslchampionship.com. For the USL Championship Save of the Week, your 4 contenders, and that's how it traditionally is. And there is a lot of ballot box stuffing, don't get me wrong. Johan Peñaranda from Tulsa, Christian Herrera from Switchbacks, Chris Shakes from New Mexico, Hugo Farreau from Loudoun United, and your USL Championship Save of the Week. The way that it ended up, still being voted. So does it go to Chris Shakes for his major appearance, his second league appearance on the season, and the minus goal of minus 118? Once again, you have until Friday at noon to submit your answers to uslchampionship.com and find out who the winner is going to be. Goal of the week goes from Monday through Thursday. And so we'll keep an eye on Goal of the Week as we go as well. So once again, Goal of the Week, Save of the Week. You can vote once again, and that is at uslchampionship.com. Goal is Monday through Thursday. Save is Tuesday through Friday, and the league will post the numbers once everyone has voted and the deadline has passed. So that gets us into the schedule and where things are. We'll get you some juice boxes after we break down the schedule, let you know where everything is in USL Championship. Once again, a month to go here in the regular season, and we'll break things down for you there. So there's going to be a test later on. A lot of matchups on Saturday. 3 o'clock Eastern time, El Paso and North Carolina FC. 1 o'clock local time, Duke Keith on the call for our friends at El Paso Locomotive. 7 o'clock at the Mike, Indy 11 hosting the Miami FC. 7 o'clock at Highmark, Pittsburgh and Birmingham Legion. 7:30 at Lynn Family. Stephen Glass, Memphis 901 visit Lou City. Tampa Bay hosting Hartford Athletic once again. Because of Helene, keep a circle on that one and find out if times change, because you've got to check power and see if the Al Lang is without power as we get closer to the weekend. So keep an eye on the start time for Tampa Bay and Hartford Athletic. 8 o'clock, downtown beautiful Colorado Springs at Widener Field. Switchbacks hosting Loudoun. Rhode Island FC on the road in San Antonio, taking on San Antonio FC at Toyota Field. 10 o'clock at Cardinal. Monterey Bay hosting Detroit City. 38th in Washington, 10:30 Saturday night. It is Phoenix Rising and Vegas Lights. Big matchup in the Western Conference. Sunday, 2 matchups to end the month of September. It is Pioneer Stadium, Oakland Roots hosting FC Tulsa, 6 Eastern, Hard Health Park, the back end of that doubleheader on Sunday. Sacramento Republic hosting New Mexico United. All right, so let's get you into the juice boxes and get you up to date with any juice box activity that may exist when it comes to USL Championship. And once again, this is a composite that is put together by our friends at oddsportal.com. Traditionally, anywhere from 8 to 13 different juice box purveyors. They throw everything in a pile, take the average, and that's the number that we quote here on the show on a weekly basis. For the activity for the weekend in USL Championship, here are the ones we have. It is El Paso Locomotive, a plus 204, hosting North Carolina FC at a plus 116. Indy 11, big favorite, minus 345, no surprise. The Miami FC at plus 735. Riverhounds, a minus 139. Congratulations on Riverhounds for naming their women's coach for the USLW side that is going to be up and running in Pittsburgh this past week. Riverhounds, a minus 139. Birmingham, a plus 359. Lou City, a big favorite at home, minus 233. Hosting Memphis at a plus 566. There are reports out that Danny Cruz is in line to be interviewed and or considered heavily for the vacant St. Louis City SC job in Major League Soccer. That would be a hell of a pickup. Let's see if City follows through. Or if he stays in Louisville. We'll keep an eye on that. Tampa Bay at a minus 179, hosting Hartford Athletic at a plus 382. Colorado Springs a minus 122, hosting Loudoun at a plus 287. Rhode Island, road favorite at a plus 131. Your draws a plus 231. San Antonio FC a plus 184. Monterey Bay at home a plus 125 as Detroit City travels from one end of the planet to the other at a plus 206. Phoenix Rising a plus 104. Hosting Vegas Lights. Draw and Vegas, by the way, pretty much within the margin of error at a plus 232. Sunday action, Oakland a minus 115, hosting FC Tulsa. FC Tulsa's a plus 265. Sacramento Republic a minus 123, hosting New Mexico at a plus 303. And that is your rundown of everything going on in USL Championship to get you through the end of the month of September and heading into the business month of the schedule. Playoffs, trying to be determined, positions, slots, all of that. There are races in USL Championship. There are races in USL League One. You can go over and listen to the SDH on USL League One show and find out about all of those. Reminder, if you're in market and you can catch a matchup in USL Championship, please do. You get to see the best in the second division in the U.S. Soccer Pyramid. You get to see a lot of great teams and a lot of great markets bringing the sport to their local fans. If you are in market and can't make it, follow along on the favorite social media channels and your streaming services. The same for being out of market. You can follow along there and keep an eye on things with your favorite streaming services, USL Championship on social media, your favorite team on social media, and keep an eye on things that way as well. For everybody here at SDH, please go and watch. Please continue to invest your time and watch what's going on and listen to what's going on every single week here on the SDH Network. That is your SDH rundown of everything going on in USL Championship. For everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for dropping by. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the games in USL Championship.